Salutations, Queen of Shade here, coming back to you with another message, another video. I like doing these in the car. I appreciate the solitude. I appreciate the privacy, because when I'm speaking about in terms of the human body and disease and virus are a very sensitive subject. You know, for the last couple of days, I've been sharing my beliefs with you, sharing a perspective with you about full disclosure. When you lay down with somebody, you want to know that that person is trustworthy. You want to know that that person values your trust and your body as much as you do. And, I'm getting a lot of pushback about it and, stuff like that. But I am also getting a lot of people saying thank you. I'm getting a lot of people writing me privately because they don't want to, join the conversation publicly. And they're saying thank you. You bring up valid points. You make me think. And that was the whole purpose and nature of these videos. It started off as me telling my story and my truth. Something that happened to me in 2003, and that was before PrEP, and Doxy, and all these things. And I look at my life, and I look at what my life could have been had I been infected with the HIV virus. When I was exposed to the HIV virus, it was 2003. That was before PrEP. That was before Doxy. And let me clarify that. When I was exposed to the HIV virus without my knowledge, that's important. It was 2003. We didn't have Doxy. We didn't have PrEP readily available to the community. That was a very traumatic time. I'm going to release that video. But what's bothering me is the lack of full disclosure so that you can keep on having sex the way you always have. What's bothering me is the lack of the need to inform. Like I said in my last video, you don't have to tell the whole world. You don't have to brandish it. You don't have to wear it like a scarlet letter. But you damn sure better tell me. You damn sure better tell me. With this point, I am pretty much done. And I'll be moving on to other important things. But I felt the need to do these videos to reach out to the Black gay community. Because there's a lot of things we do that we need to take responsibility for. There's a lot of things we do that we need to man up about. And the way we have sex is one of them. We should be proud of our sexual experiences. We should be proud of them. We should be proud to love how we love. We should be proud to screw how we screw. Full disclosure allows you to walk in that truth. You see, I come from a family on my mother's side where all of my aunts and uncles were gay and lesbian, all of them. So you would have thought that my induction into the LGBT community would have gone smoothly, but it didn't. Religion got in the way. But even with religion in the way, I found myself. And I found myself so matter-of-factly that I became a threat to my uncles and aunts. They couldn't be around me because I embraced who I am. And they were denying who they were. Sneaking around. I am never going to sneak around and be gay anywhere. I did it in my life. Never again. Never again. I am never going to live in the shadows again. And because of that, I have a career today. Because I realized, you know something? My gay ass got gifts and talents. And I'm tired of playing and placating to heterosexual normatives. I will no longer do that. So I'm going to be my gay self. And I plan to do that for the rest of my life. I am 42 years old. 42. I have been in the entertainment business for 22 of those years. So what you must understand about me is I'm an OG. I'm an OG. I've lost a lot of friends to the HIV and AIDS virus. I've seen a lot of people that I love come and go. And it hurt me so much. At one point in my life, I was terrified of the virus. I'm not terrified of the virus anymore. What happens when you're afraid? Why do we fear? Well, I can tell you that at 42. We fear because we have a lack of information. You don't know what you're up against. So fear sets in because you don't know how to fight your opponent or your enemy or your foe. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you what happens once you learn about your opponent. Once you learn about your foe, the fear leaves because now you know how to win the fight. And I know how to win the fight now. This video is not going to be long. I want to add this piece into it, though, before I drop my video. The one that was the reason for all of this. You also, as a person, HIV negative, that is laying down with people, period, be they HIV positive, undetectable or not, it is also your responsibility to take care of your body. That responsibility is not on someone else. I need to say that before I go off and give you my actual video, he fumbled me, that was the reason for all of this. It is your responsibility to take care of your body. It is him taking care of him and you taking care of you. But when you come together, y'all should be taking care of each other. That's the part that was missing. It should be him taking care of himself, HIV positive, undetectable. You taking care of yourself, HIV negative, on PrEP and all these other things, Doxy and all these other things. It is that. He's taking care of himself. You're taking care of yourself. But when you come together, you have to take care of each other. Sex is not something that should just be in a back door or in an alley. Some people do enjoy anonymous intercourse. But I don't know about you. I like to be able to call people back. And I'm going to just leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone because I'm not here to speak on the deviant behavior of my culture and community. I'm not here about that. Not yet. I'll leave that one alone. Because there's nothing to condemn there. I don't condemn our practices. They are what they are. But what I'm saying is, everybody's telling me, because, you know, I'm listening to both sides. Everybody's telling me that they have a right to reserve their HIV undetectable status and not tell anybody, especially the people that they're laying down with. But year after year after year, our HIV cases keep going up. And they keep going up in the Black gay community. So clearly there's a breakdown somewhere. Clearly, you're not taking care of you. And the other person ain't taking care of them. And then when you come together, y'all not taking care of each other. Because, baby, the new cases are skyrocketing. So clearly, you're not taking care of you. He's not taking care of him. And y'all are not taking care of each other together. So, make it make sense. If you say you're doing what you need to do, and this person is over here doing what they need to do, and y'all should be, doing what you need to do together, why are we having more and more cases go through the roof? Why is 50% of the black gay community HIV positive? The math isn't mathing. It isn't mathing. Listen, I used to like hookups a lot. I enjoyed them because I got to meet different men. Because, see, I was different. I would talk to all these men, get to know them, create a little ring of people that I slept with. But that was just me. That was just me. I did repeats when I met people and it was good. I asked them back. We exchanged information. I don't know what y'all doing. Like, we exchanged information. And then it was, are you free? I'm free. We had a good time the first time. Let's make an even better time the second time. And I did that a lot. A lot. There were some new people in there, but then I did the same thing with them. So you came to my house. I was in underwear and socks, had an amazing body. I sat down and talked to you for over an hour, then screwed your brains out, and then made sure you were all right, made sure you were getting to where you needed to get to, took your number, you took mine, and I said, let's text and keep in touch. We might want to do this again. And we did that. I'm still friends with a lot of people that I hit back in the day before my 12 years of celibacy. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that one alone. At the end of the day, this is my perspective. This is how I'm living my life. And I don't do hookups anymore because I make too much money to do hookups. I'm getting like Whitney now. I make too much money to ever do a hookup. You know what she said. I make too much money to ever smoke. Hookups are whack. No, they're not whack. But I make too much money to be doing hookups now. Now it's, what escort agency are you with? That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. But I just want us all to be safe. You hear me? I just want us all to be safe. Because probably the next video coming out will be he fumbled me. Then you will hear what sparked all of this. But I want to say before that video comes out that I have enjoyed beautiful sex. Beautiful sex with men that were HIV positive undetectable. I keep saying that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful experiences. But I want to say, it is your responsibility to take care of yourself. It is his responsibility to take care of himself. But when you guys come together, there needs to be dialogue. Y'all need to make sure you both get what you need. It's got to be more than just a whole or a piece. It's got to be more than that. This is a human being. See, and this speaks to a lot of things that I feel are going wrong in the black gay community. But guess what? I'm going to put that in my book. I'm going to put that in my book. The written word. But what I'm saying is there is a breakdown. There's a breakdown. First, there's a breakdown with the whole masculinity and femininity. There's a breakdown there. I'll discuss that in my book. Then I'm going to discuss that, yes, there are masculine men, and yes, there are feminine men, and that is fine. And you may not be each other's cup of tea, but it always appears that feminine men want masculine men. I digress. Then it also appears that when two feminine men get together, masculine men go, what the fuck is going on there? Y'all bumping boxes? Like, it's not thinking like a homosexual, using heterosexual normatives to impose on homosexual culture. I'm going to talk about that in my book. Using heterosexual normatives to impose on homosexual culture. Because I had a problem with that too. But yeah, the next video is going to tell you what the hell happened to me. And I'm going to leave it there. And I may revisit this topic again, if I get some ignorant asses in my comments and I feel like it's worth a video, because all it does is pay me. I need you to know that your comments pay me because they cause me to think outside of the box to answer you. So when you say something to me that's out of pocket, I look at it as to how can I get paid from this? And then I create a piece of content like this that will pay me for the rest of my life. So just know that I'm not really getting upset with any of you. I have blocked and restricted a few of you because I feel like hit dogs holler. Someone was really going hard at me, and it was crazy to the point of insanity. And then they started name calling, so I had to block them. But I knew their tea. If you understand what I'm saying, I knew their tea. So I'm like, you trying real hard because you feel bad, or you don't. I never outed anybody's status. Let's just say it like that. And I didn't out his status either. But I had to block him because I was like, honey, this ain't your fight. Wasn't my fight. Clearly he was fighting with something higher. Something else. Because I'm pretty high. But up the totem pole. When it comes to cerebral intelligence. So look, at the end of the day, I'm just going to say this. Live your life. Be safe. I've shared my perspective with you. Live your life. Be safe. Don't injure yourself. Don't injure someone else. Things can go wrong. Protections can fail. Condoms can break. So just be safe. And when you guys really want to work on the real issue, when you're ready to tackle the real issue and hear how wrong the community can be and how we can really stop future cases from happening by taking responsibility and accountability for our actions and not just taking care of ourselves, but each other during our hookups, our sex parties, our bathhouse experiences, our cruising experiences, look me up. But by then the price will have gone up because I'm going to be busy somewhere in the world living my life. And to give you something that I was already going to give you for free that now I'm deciding that I'm going to charge for because y'all are getting on my nerves with these comments. Think before you speak. Yeah, y'all going to pay for it. So I'm going to just put it in my book. I'm putting it in my book. And if you want it, you buy it. How about that? I love all of you. I always will. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for listening. Because I had a lot of heterosexual individuals listen. And they talked about, if somebody didn't tell me, what color they want their pine box. I'm hearing all of that. The heterosexuals are like, you better tell me because it'll be the last breath you breathe. You don't tell me and I find out you. But homosexuals like, oh no, it's my right to not disclose. Okay. Till you meet the wrong man, and then you'll never have to disclose ever again because your eyes will be closed permanently. But yeah, thank you for listening to me. Probably the next video that comes up will be He Fumbled Me. Yeah, after this one. So that'll probably come out today. He fumbled me, y'all. He fumbled me bad. He fumbled me twice. And I thought the love between us was real. That's how I felt. I met him so young. He even said this to me when we got back together. And it came back to me a couple days ago. When we got back together, he said to me, I should have been your first. That's what he said. I should have been your first. Because he wasn't the first man I ever made love to. He was the second. It was early in my coming out. But he didn't deserve to be my first. Because he wasn't forthcoming with me. I'm very proud and very thankful for my first. because he was amazing. He was perfect. He was absolutely perfect. Brains, body, had his PhD, no, had his master's, working on his PhD. It was everything I deserved. And he was black. He was black. Yes, I grew up in the suburbs, but he was black. And the second one was black too. But he fumbled me. And then to come back into my life all these years later and to say to me, I wish I was your first. I should have been your first. You didn't earn that, buddy. You didn't earn that. Because you didn't tell me everything. You didn't tell me everything. You didn't tell me everything. And back then we didn't have PrEP and Doxy. I understand. And it was my responsibility to take care of me to the best of my ability with what we had back then in '03. But still, dude, you should have told me. Now you're my nothing. Now you'll never be. You're my nothing. Yes, you were the second one, but now you're my nothing. You're my nothing. And that shouldn't have happened. What were you going to do? Hide the pill bottle from me forever? When was there going to be a conversation? After we'd been sleeping together? That was the problem. He tried to have a conversation with me after we had slept together, not before. Major violation, as I heard one of my favorite icons, Hope Giselle, say recently. Major violation. I love you, Hope. Major violation. How do you sleep with me and then desire to take it further? Oh, so let me get this straight. Even though we was talking on the phone for a number of months and getting to know each other, you still saw me as a piece of ass. Then when you met me in person and realized I was more and that you wanted more with me, it was already too late because you fumbled me because you treated me like a jump off, a one-off. And then you found out that I came with so much more, so much more. I was definitely going to be an asset to your life and not a liability. But you had already fucked up because we should have had a conversation before we hit them sheets. You ruined it. You ruined it. And then I remembered the love that we shared. Tried to come back 20 years later. And you ruin it again. This time verbal abuse. You just don't know how to, you don't know how to say, you don't know what to say out of your mouth. You treat people like they are children. And what you needed to understand is I have children of my own. I have children of my own that I raised. I raised my money, my expenses, my there, my that, every night, helping them with their homework. Yeah, I have children that are now 24 and 23. You don't try to son a father. And that was the problem with you. Because you're going to see this because all the girls know exactly who I'm talking about and they're going to make sure you see this. You don't try to son a father. And that's why we're not together. Because you try to son a father. And hell yes, I'm going to tell them everything. It's going to be my next video. Don't try to son a father. And that's what you tried to do. You tried to place your intellect here, and you thought I was going to be here. And see, that's that heteronormative shit. You thought you were the man. It didn't matter about sexual preference. It didn't matter that I was a top. That didn't matter. You thought you were a masculine man. And because I was feminine, you thought I had to take some kind of role beneath you, when actually it should have been like this. But I learned very quickly that it was like this. Never try to son a father. Never try to son a father. So I'm going to tell them. And then I'm going to lay it to rest. And never think of you again. But I guarantee you, you will think of me every day for the rest of your life. In the words of Drew Barrymore from Ever After, when she had to approach an abuser her stepmother, you will think of me every day of your life. Because you fumbled me, you will think about what could have been. What could have been and what I deserved. What I deserved. I met you then. You asked me to marry you. I met you again. I came back to you. You asked me to marry you again. For what? For what? So that I could get a shell of a man? So that I could have a shell of a man? Piece of a man? That's why I never answered. Never answered. And it was guys, it was me that asked for the second time around. I said to him, I said, I don't want anybody touching me if it's not you. That's what I said to him. And he cried because I meant it. I meant it. But because of his actions, it bothered me for a little while. But I'll enjoy the rest of my life. And other people will touch me and I'll be fine. And I will touch other people. I'll be fine. I keep telling you people, love is not so one-sided or one-wayed. Love can be so many different things. Love can be present in a hookup. You have no idea. I've been there. Our lives are too complicated, but we meet here to do this, and this is great. This is our moment. Love can be whatever you make it to be. But see, when you look at it from a heteronormative standpoint, you ruin the opportunity for what can be. So guys, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. All right, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Gay community, I love you. We're dope as fuck. We will always be dope as fuck. They can try to erase us, but we're going to be here. We're going to be here. We're going to be here when they're not. How about that? We're going to be here when they're not. When they're gone, we will be here. So just remember that. Fix your crown and be safe. There's a lot of laws that have been passed and things like that. So just make sure you know the laws of your state. Don't get caught wearing women's clothing outdoors if it's a law now. And just be safe. This whole show has been in my house, so it's cool. I'm all right. That's my neighbor. But y'all be safe. I really do love you all. And I want us to win. But I need, first of all, for all of you to understand that we are all men. We are not men and women. Heteronormative behavior is not going to work. Even if you see a feminine man with nails, a wig, and feminine clothing on, that is a man with feminine clothing on. And I am not speaking about my T-girls. That's what we used to call them in the back in the day, T-girls. My T-girls are women, honey, and they can show you how to be a woman. Many of them, because they do it so naturally and so beautiful. This gay community, man. Take care of yourself out here in this gay community. Don't get got. I gotta say that to all the newbies. Don't get got. Because they love fresh meat. They love new meat. And then they don't want to tell you about nothing they did or who they done been with and all that. Don't get got. Don't get got. I love y'all, and I know y'all love me. I'm out of here, okay? I'm out of here. Thanks for listening to these videos. I'm putting them on YouTube, so if you want to hear them again, I'm putting them on YouTube under a playlist called Let's Talk HIV, from my perspective. So you'll find these on YouTube. Love you. Bye. Having HIV and providing full disclosure that you are HIV positive, undetectable, to the people that you were laying down with, is a huge step. It forces you to be vulnerable. It forces you to let them in to who you are and what you live with on a daily basis. But full disclosure isn't an option. If you are laying down with someone, dialogue is needed. Long gone are the days where we have sex in tractor-trailer compartments, not knowing each other's names or anything about each other. Social media has made it possible that we can get to know each other from afar. And if we so desire to get to know each other even more, then we can slide into the DMs. We at least get to see something of the person that we're interested in. It's a crazy world out here, and we need to understand that. The gay community, the LGBT community, the queer community is under attack right now by legislation. But we can't give them reasons to deem us less than human, a cause and a reason to be exterminated. The cause and the perpetuators of this virus. We are gay, yes, but we too have culture. We too have things that we do in our culture that we live by. We live by these things. No, heteronormatives cannot be applied to homosexual culture. We're completely different. We are not straight. We are gay, or bi, or queer, and so many other things. But we are not straight. We are not heterosexuals. And that is who we are. Being a part of the queer community is not a choice. Coming out is a choice. Because you don't have to live your life in the public eye as a queer man or woman. That is a choice and a decision that you make. But being queer is not a choice. I've been talking about HIV because I feel that it's very important. Because in the black gay community, 50% of the community has HIV. And what we need to understand is we are no longer sleeping with the black men in our city. The black men in our city now travel from city to city. So we are all sleeping with the same men. In the event that we realize that full disclosure is a necessity, no one wants to walk away from a hookup with more than they bargained for. No one wants to walk away from a hookup with anything more than an orgasm and a memory. Our culture can be beautiful. Our culture can be carnal because we are carnal and we are beautiful. It is very, very hard to let someone know that you are HIV positive undetectable. But it is even harder to not disclose that information before you lay down with someone. If I'm sleeping with you, you're sleeping with me. Even if it's one night only, or an hour, or 20 minutes, I should know. You should know that everything has been taken care of. You may be HIV positive undetectable, and I may be on PrEP and Doxy, but we should know these things about each other. These are questions that we should ask before we are intimate. It's called responsibility. It's called accountability. We are not children. We are grown people having intercourse, and that matters. Grown people use vocabulary and words to communicate, not just our bodies. This is a hard topic, and I have received a lot of pushback on this topic because I believe in full disclosure. Tell me before we go to bed, not after. Tell me before we even get to the bed. Tell me in the beginning. I just want to send another shout out to my beautiful, beautiful collective and group of men that I've been with over the years that have given me full disclosure even when I didn't ask for it. I value you. I admire you for being so brave. And I thank you for being a part of my life. I'd slam dunk any of you anytime. And that's a beautiful thing. Thank you for giving me peace of mind. To the rest of us, full disclosure is about peace of mind, so that we are not panicked or worried. We know what we're getting into. And we need to get into this conversation far before we actually hook up. We need to be talking about this long before. Put it on your profile so we know. Put it on your profile so we understand. The community can be vicious. The black gay community can be vicious. But do yourself a favor. Don't be the person that infected you. Don't be the person that didn't tell you. Be the person that pays it forward. Give people the choice that you weren't given. Do not take anyone's choice to lay down with you. Many will say no because they don't want to be exposed to the virus, whether you are HIV positive, undetectable, or not, and that is their choice. But you will find people, such as myself, whom take care of ourselves and do not mind being HIV negative and laying down with an HIV positive man who is undetectable. You will find your tribe within the tribe. Full disclosure is a beautiful thing. Be brave. Don't tell the world. Just tell the people you're sleeping with. Don't worry. I'm a professional.